Hello, Internet. Welcome to episode 1 of Game Physics. In this special and only edition of our show, we'll be looking at just how accurate the physics of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe are. Spoiler alert, they aren't. One prime example of physics inaccuracies in the game is momentum. On the Toad's Turnpike track, if you hit an NPC car or truck, only your car ends up flipping over while the NPC vehicle doesn't even slow down. Never mind, the common aluminum used in vehicle production would receive extreme denting and the engines of both vehicles could possibly fry. This directly contradicts a known fact about momentum in collisions that tend to be inelastic. The momentum from each object should be transferred, so the total velocity decreases.
If you drift for a specific amount of time in Mario Kart, the game actually gives you a boost, a change in speed, acceleration. The longer you drift, the more speed you gain from it. Drifting in real life is technically meant to reduce time to go in a new direction. But this game makes you not only do that, but it takes it to another level, and you for some reason have a change in velocity.
Newton's second law states that force equals mass times acceleration. In Mario Kart, it's unrealistic to actually make a car hover above the ground in some parts of the map. At some points, the car literally floats. This for certain can almost not happen. The average go-kart weighs about 79.4 kilograms, meaning that its weight downwards is 794 newtons. So to raise that go-kart alone would require that many newtons of force. The law also states that to float in the air, the hovering object's net force would have to be 0 newtons. Bowser weighs a staggering 1,180 kilograms. Yes, Lucas did look it up. He should be the last person to float. In fact, wouldn't the cart break? Aside from that, and the fact that he weighs more than a black rhino, it requires 12,000 newtons to lift this behemoth off the ground, along with the go-kart. That's a 20th of the force needed to lift a 747 off the ground. And the fact that this game means to say a go-kart can apply the same force downwards as another directional force is extremely unrealistic by modern go-kart standards.
Mario Kart does not really follow the rules of space at all. When you fall, it treats it like Earth and you would fall normally. When you race in space, well, first of all, you die. Second of all, the car shouldn't even be controlled. It should be floating. And when you fall off the track, you don't float across space like you should. The kite also shouldn't be controlled because the temperature in space would probably break the car in the first place. Newton's first law states that an object will go in a straight line unless acted upon an outside force. The game still has gravity in space for some reason, so you fall. In real life, if you fall off the track, inertia would take its course, and the kite should keep moving at a constant speed because inertia is a resistance to a change of motion. And that is pretty much the only thing that occurs to an object in space, since there are technically no outside forces.